People are so much more than the demographic that you may choose to put them in.
I'm Stephanie Paterik, editor-in-chief of The Current, and here in the studio today we have Christine Foster. She is the new SVP of Commercial Strategy and Operations for Kroger, which is doing such interesting things in the retail space. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So off the bat, you are helping build sort of the next phase of commercial strategy for Kroger. What changes or new initiatives can we expect?
Our goal is really to make precision audiences as easy to work with as possible and build brands. That should be our ultimate goal. We recently rolled out incremental reporting with Trade Desk, which we are super excited about. That helps us isolate, the impact of media spend in specific categories, so we know what really helped a brand kind of achieve incremental growth, and we can show them based off of an understanding of how those categories operate normally.
I'd love to go a little deeper. How are brands partnering with you to greatest effect? I'm curious if you have an example of one you feel is doing it really well.
Well, there are quite a few, and I won't get into specific brands, but we are seeing a real seismic shift towards audience-first planning. We believe really strongly that you can't rely on kind of legacy frameworks. The frameworks of old are really cemented in demographics. People are so much more than the demographic that you may choose to put them in.
Yeah.
And so when we partner with these brands, we're really looking for the nuanced understanding of what the consumer is really doing and what kind of buckets they fall into that may not have been kind of the pointed demographic of old. You're using behavioral data in a way that really helps us understand much more specifically what really moves the needle. And we can help brands kind of do that.
I mean, speaking of data, it can be so valuable and also so overwhelming. How do you cut down on complexity to get results?
Yeah, I think for marketers, you have to really set upfront success. Like what does success look like at the very start? If you don't understand what you are trying to achieve or what good looks like, you're gonna have a lot of trouble defining whether or not you achieved your goal.
Does incremental reporting help brands be more agile? Do you find people making more shifts in real time?
What we found, and through kind of standardization and making sure that retailers can kind of show up as great media partners too, is that incremental means something different to everyone. And so really working with our partners to define what does success look like from that incremental viewpoint. Are you looking to move more units? Are you looking to grow household penetration? Are you looking to increase sales? Let us help you target that level of incrementality and tell you what really moved the needle here. Frozen pizza moves at a different rate than say a car. So incremental reporting is in and of itself very subjective, but it's not impossible to set those standards around it, and we believe that we really do, because we're looking at kind of the natural growth of that product within the category, and we can use kind of our own data scientists to help us understand the true impact and the true value of that media dollar.
Final question for you. Kroger was ahead of the curve with retail data. Now we are seeing commerce networks that's going beyond retailers. What advice do you have for the newcomers entering the space?
The biggest piece of advice is to recognize the difference between monetizing a website and creating a media network. A media network will require investment. It will require data science. It will require an understanding of how to keep customer data private and also utilize it in new ways. And that takes a lot of time and commitment and investment from a retailer or any company, really. And so before kind of hopping into monetization of a website, it's really good to understand what are we stepping into here and how far do we want to go down that path.
Yeah, I love that. It's a commitment and a science.
Yes.
Christine, thank you so much for taking time to share your insights. I really appreciate it, and I hope you come back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.